Good afternoon to you. The cold, wintry weather gives way as we go through this weekend. A chilly end to the week, mind you. Some low temperatures with further sleet and snow in places. It turns increasingly wet and windy through the weekend as Storm Bert makes its mark. Increasingly strong winds and a good deal of wet weather to come overnight. In the meantime, clear and crisp out there, dazzling sunshine as we end the week. A little more action across the north and the west. Here, a combination of rain, sleet and snow. Much of the snow falling across inland spots of Scotland and northern England, particularly through the North Pennines and the Cumbrian Fells there. Elsewhere, fine and bright. And after that freezing, frosty, icy start, barely above freezing, feeling terribly cold for some. Those temperatures starting to recover further south. Through this evening and the first half of the night, temperatures fall once more, frosty and icy again before it turns increasingly wet, windy and wintry from the west come dawn. Good evening to you. The cold, wintry weather finally gives way through the course of this weekend, but in the meantime staying chilly with frost and ice reforming before it turns windy and wet from the west. And for some of us, it stays very wintry for a time. Several warnings remain in place for the stormy conditions in the next few hours. Wintry weather through parts of central Scotland will mean an amber warning exists here as we head through the first half of this weekend. Frost and ice for many of us as temperatures fall in the next few hours, and then it's all changed from the west as Storm Bert makes its mark. Strong gusty winds, damaging winds in places, several hours of solid and steady rain clashing with the colder air to give a combination of sleet and snow, particularly across the highest ground of northern England and Scotland, where an amber warning exists for much of tomorrow for the snow and the ice. Otherwise, staying windy and wet, the rain showing little let up. Staying chilly across Scotland for the rest of us, much milder than it has been of late.